Hey there, it's Nikki, part of your leadership and organizations class. I decided to share a video about my leadership development plan. That's what I focused on, was a development plan of me. So on the side, I have my notes, and so you'll see me go back and forth looking at those notes. But other than that, let's just dive right into it. Number one, focused on my strengths. In the introduction, I talked about my unique experiences, things that were unique to me. I think is our strength. And that includes like unique work experiences, different jobs, and even from a personal standpoint, traveling across different countries. And I think it broadens my perspective. And then the second thing I said was a strength was creating good environments for other people. So an environment that has strong bonds, that has trust, where people feel like they can learn. I feel like I have a talent at creating this type of environments, and then over time, people trust me, and that trust goes two ways, and including the communication. So those are my strengths. For my improvements, I chose number one, I wanted higher emotional intelligence, and it's probably no surprise considering I joined this program. That was part of the reason that I found the program interesting, but just to create a better self-awareness of myself as a leader and as a person in general, and then increase my self-confidence. I think will be a part of having higher emotional intelligence. And then the other improvement that I said that I wanted to work on was a larger awareness of different prejudices in the workplace. So gender bias and other prejudices that might deal with race, or it might deal with age, or it might deal with homophobia, things like that. So my goal is to increase my awareness of that, and then hopefully be able to take some type of action in correcting it or making it a better place. And then I also talked about the needs I have as a leader, identifying the needs. And so I just have a few things here. Number one, I said that I wanted a better vision for the team that I'm on, or even just myself as part of the organization that I'm part of. I don't feel like I have that necessarily. I said that I wanted a learning environment. And I think it started maybe I've had a learning environment in the very beginning of the position that I'm in now, but I don't believe I do now, and I would like to have that. I would like support from my managers and my bosses, and I feel that that's absent in the position that I have now. So all those things, I feel like if I had them, I think I could be a better leader. And then I got into the plan itself. So there were several things. Number one was continued leadership. So I already have actually a couple mentors, but there's one particular mentor I think of. Her name is Nancy, who I talk about a lot in the leadership plan at work. And I want to continue to be mentored by her. Now, she's not in the field that I'm in. She's actually in organizational learning part of the company, and I feel that she gives me a broader perspective than having another journalist. So she offered if I wanted to continue being mentored by her that I could continue meeting with her once a month, and so I'll do that. It started off just as 6 months, and I think we'll continue that. So that's one. So continue mentorship is one. And then the other one I wanted is to seek feedback. And so that's formally and informally. So we have the opportunity to do, at work, to do certain things that are more formal, like 360 feedback. And then I also want to create an environment where people feel like they can share in a tactful way feedback with me, just even in conversation and engagement. So seeking feedback. And then another one that I decided to focus on was formal learning experiences. Number one is this program. That's a formal learning experience. I want to finish that by May 2020. And then also I wanted to see if I could find a fellowship after this, within a year after our GW program. So that's two things that I want to do with formal learning. And then the last thing I put was experiential learning, or experiential opportunities. And for me, that translates into having the opportunity to serve on a major project or be on a board. And I've been offered the opportunity to be on a board and haven't accepted yet, but I think that if the timing could be right, around maybe 2020 or 2021, I would be happy to do that. And then so as far as my final takeaways, I just said that I realized that leadership development is not in isolation. I think we've learned that leadership is a process, but I also think it's just something that is multi-tiered and multi-people. So that's probably one of my biggest takeaways of all of this, even in creating a leadership development plan. And then I want to continue to evolve, not just as a leader, but also as a person. I think this plan will do that. It was great talking to you guys, and it's been a great semester.